Good morning to all of you. Uh, so here I am going to discuss summary of a book. You can say summary, review, and a little explanation, quick explanation, learning, and the reflections that I got from this book. And this is very a wonderful book. It is a history as well as anthropological book that is gone guns jumps and steals. It's a very famous book. So this book was written by Jar Diamond, and this story begins with Iceland of New Guinea, where there is a um, local person, Yeli, ask a question to the uh, Jared that why you all have so much cargoes. So cargo means the technical tools, you can say, the resources that makes our life more easy. Mm. So there uh, Jard uh, Jard Diamond become confused a little much, and this question that why you have so much cargoes get triggered is in his mind, and then he uh, thought that I will write a book, and this book was written, Guns, Jumps, and Steals. So this book mainly uh, discussed about why the European culture is European and Asian subcontinents are so forward, so uh, modern, and you can say uh, scientifically uh, uh, on the top of the world as compared to the other corner and the other side of the world, like uh, Africa and Australia, and you can say also the Northern America's countries, and South America's too, but South America's very soon become more powerful on the manner of defense and scientific uh, researches and development. But also North America was uh, too behind in the manner of technology and advanced scientific uh, research. So the story begins with the New Guinea, and it starts with New Guinea, and in this manner um, there are five or six chapters are in this book, and in the first chapters it's beginning with the how and why uh, we have become why guns and the steels become beneficiary for us, and why we have to need we why we had to need to uh, invent these tools and these scientific technical tools. So the main story begins with the discovery, the invention of agriculture. When people start agriculture and farming in the beginning days of his ancient era, they have to need to protect their farms, their crops from the other animals, and also they have need to some pet animals that can help in agriculture and farming for growing more crops and grains. So that time they have need to some pet animals, so they started adopting some animals, and some animals become pet for human beings, for the humans, homo sapiens. So and uh, this manner, uh, by invention of agriculture and farming, we have got extraordinary advantage of surplus food and a great storage of food and grains, rather than other animals and other creatures. And also we have a great achievement in the manner of that, that we have made almost 14 one four animals as a pet at that time in the beginning days. But the shocking thing is that in Eurasian region, Europe and Asian region, this was developed mainly in the early era of the development. And the main reason is that the geographical structure, the geographical location of the Asia and Europe, that helped Asia and Europe to booming in the manner of invention and other aspect of developments. So that time almost 14 animals are adopted as pet animals, and 13 of that were become pet in Asia and Europe region, and remain only one uh, animal that is adopted in North America as a pet animal, that was llama. And the rest other region and the other continent of the world, there is no any animal adopted as pet animal. So they have no any support in the farming from the animals. And by this way, the development of other region of the continents, rather than the Asia and Europe, become uh, gain comes very slowly and very uh, gradually. So by gaining help and support from the animals, uh, we got a huge help, a huge storage of grains and foods. So this, by this manner, we can only 20 when only 10% can uh, uh, grow grow can grow food for 20 peoples. So if 10 peoples grow the food for 20 peoples, then 10 remain people can uh, proceed their professions, and professions in a specific any other uh, field of or any other domain of work, and their personal work. So by this technique, the specialization concept come into existence, and from that time, and from that moment, the people start becoming a specialist in a specific fields. Like someone is handling the works of only irons and steels like thing, that is called blacksmith. But I don't know why it is called blacksmith. When I was reading, I make a joke, I will not call it, the person who will work on the irons and I will not call them blacksmith, I will call them Iron Man. So huh. So specialization start, and people start doing in a specific domain, like someone is working on iron, someone is working with woods carpenter, someone is working on crafting, someone is working on um, threads and making clothes and blah blah things, and many more professions are coming to existence. And one more um, domain come into existence, that is governance. So governance also came into existence, and to controlling mainly the society and the whole empire, um, uh, the whole uh, kabila, whole society starts forming and becoming gradually bigger and bigger. They become state, even multi-state, and then countries. So to command or to control these all country, we have need to some governance to, like purohits and king and emperor. So they all got taxes from all the other professions, bodies, and they distributed to the soldier of country and the state, who are giving protection to all states. So by this way, they when specialization starts, someone is starts working on iron and several things. From that time, the technical tools come into existence, like gun, firstly knives and frogs, and several types of weapons. And that same time gun come into existence, and still start uh, uh, being start formed. So steel and uh, guns come into existence by this way. And how germs means little microorganisms help us. So microorganisms helps in a two major aspects. Firstly, not microorganisms helps on one major aspect, but the animals that were made as pet helps into aspect. Firstly, they help in the uh, producing more and more foods by farming, by helping, by supporting in farming. And also, when the Europeans went to the Americas, and Northern Americas and Southern Americas, mainly Northern Americas, they bring their pet animals on the North America. And at that time, most of the, like cows, pigs, dogs are went to the America. And the first time Americans introduced with the viruses and microorganisms, uh, and they faced in a such manner um, that they have never faced such fungal and infectional disease, like chechak and influenza, and many other disease that comes from the pet animals by the making connection of pet animals. So uh, initially the microorganisms start uh, working his start performing his work on the America, and by this they clean 90% population, the native population of America, completely clean from the America. So you say that why they don't destroy the population of uh, Europe and Asia. So in the beginning, Asia and Europe too were cleaned by the microorganisms that were comes from the pet animals, and later on uh, in the North America, because for them North Americans completely foreign element, foreign pets for those, so they don't make a defensive dome for make a protection dome and protective uh, tactics for them, so they completely clean from their country. So this manner jumps helped to the Europeans and Asians to become grower, and they colonize completely and after then the colonization of the America become more easy, because the already 90% population were killed by the jumps, so we have no need to soldiers. So soldiers are killed there, and they only looted the all the resources of Americas, and mainly Spanish, Portuguese, and England are going to invade on America. Or going to. So after that, uh, the question is that why Asia grown and only and Europe. So one more reason is that the geographical location and the shape of Asia and Europe. So when I was listening that book, I made a list of also that. So you can see here, if we consider this is Africa, this is South America, this is North America, and this is Australia, and this is Eurasia region, uh, Europe and Asia. So if you see the alignment of all the other continents, that is Africa, South America and North America, as Australia is completely isolated, so we can neglect that though, because there is no chances to grow and inherit the others techniques and uh, inventions, so they have no any chances because they are completely isolated. There may be chances here and here that the all the agricultural process that developed in Eurasian region, that can be adopted by the Africans, and that can be also adopted by the North Americans and South Americans, because they Eurasian uh, invaders and come to the were came to the America. But why they don't adopted the agricultural process of that is invented in America? So the main reason was shape. The shape, if you saw the shape, the all the shape is completely aligned in a horizontal vertical manner. All other if you saw in on a real map, the except Europe and Asia, uh, all other continents are aligned vertically, and the weather and the weather mainly changes according to the vertical manner, because it depends on axis, uh, mainly longitudinal lines, like the uh, mid and cap Capricorn and Cancer, maybe one more longitude. So this all depends on a chance descender, maybe Hindi mein. So, but if we saw the shape of Eurasia and Asia, this is something like a horizontal slab. So it acts like a speedway और highway कह सकते हैं. So in this region the all the development occurs, all the inventions, all the developments occur at one places. They speedily traveled and they uh, spread in the other region of Asia and Europe. So the main theme is that if you go to this place and this place, there is no major difference in weather too. So you can also grow the things here that is grown here in England. The uh, crops that are grown in the England, those can be also grown in the India's some regions easily too. So there were not a huge difference between weather and geographical regions. But if you come to the African region and South American region, North American region, it will completely changes with a little uh, shiftment shifting in the uh, longitudinal manner. So you will got the completely heat and the desert areas here, and you will come to there here is a forest area, here is the completely cold area. Similarly with South Americas, you will got this is the completely forest area, Brazil areas, and you will got here this is completely coolest, and in the some region Chile's region you will got the mountains of ices. The similar thing happens with North America. With a little shift uh, of a region, you will got completely a huge change in weathers. So by this manner we can't grow on the multiple, and we can't adapt the multiple grains in the several regions. So that's why uh, these regions became less developed, and they become developed very in a very slow manner. So this is the main reason behind the development of Europe and Asia. So first reason is that what historical reason, and second reason is that geographical structure, geographical location you can say. So no the racial uh, racial importance, that the races of Europe are greater, so they become more development. This is not the actual reason. The actual reason is geography and history, because uh, this was just a chance that they got a good initiation in farming, and farming becomes a snowball for them. A, a small little effect in beginning becomes a greater advantage in later on. So that is the main reason, geographical and historical, not racial. Thank you, thank you. क्या